Recording in progress, as she just said. How are we doing, guys? Right, a bit of a random one. Me and my typical homebrew Wednesday videos. I'm actually using Zoom meeting, so this could go completely tits up. I used to have some software on my laptop, and I can't Cyberlink, and I can't find the box. And this bloody laptop hasn't got a CD drive on it, so can't use that anyway. Right, anyway, talking less gibberish. Saying I'm still alive. Don't worry, I am still alive. Just having a video for a while. So what's been happening lately? Well, quite a bit really. Obviously I've got the Grainfather G30. Still got the conical fermenter, which I might use. I'm kind of debating because I've got the plastic buckets in there, like that's on a bit, I suppose. Brew wise. Oh, I'm there then. Plug me camera. Oh, man. All right, I think we're still going. I just moved my cable on my camera. Must be a bit dodgy. So, yeah, I've done a few brews since the last time. One was the Boxcar Mild, which my in-laws got me for Christmas. I did have the notes and the that came with it, but I think I've left them upstairs. And to be honest, I can't be asked to go get it. And that came from the malt miller. See if we can find it. I did that for a homebrew meetup in Milton Keynes, and that was actually the first one that I'd been to in probably about a year and a half, which I was really surprised about. So I'm trying to search this. Malt box. Let's go see what it does. Anyway, I've got a pint of it just here. I don't think that this is good. This camera's out. It's only 7. It's a crap camera. It's only 720, whatever it is. HD, HP, whatever. Here we go. Right, that's the wrong one. I'm on bloody Facebook now. I'm on freaking Facebook. Get away. Malt miller, brewer's friend. God, I don't use the internet very often. Oh, there we go. It's there. It's the first one at the top. So yeah, so I have done a few brews. I brewed a festival world beer kit, which I hate this phone. I've got the shittest phone in the universe. So yeah, so I'll get off with your bloody. Right, here we go. Get frustrated with my phone. Right, so it's part of a. So it was a. The instructions come with two kind of instructions. One was get a 6.3% rather than the normal 3.6. I was using the Grainfather for the first time, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing with it, to be honest. And I oversparged it, and unbelievably, I managed to get 3.6. I don't know how, but that's what it came out at, and this is what it is. This is it. Oh, hello, it's over there. This is it here. You have a nice head on it. Oh. No way I'm swilling that when it's that close. Ooh, just in case you wonder, this is a Black and Son brewery glass. So I'll let the camera go off again. Meet my dodgy camera, eh? So yeah, it came out. It got quite a good reception at the homebrew meetup. It was like a little in-house competition. Didn't win. You know, I didn't expect it to be honest. It was my first brewed on the all grain. I actually used the Brew Dog all-in-one brew system as my HLT. So I didn't like that little tiny grain fiber book. It just not big enough. So that's just whatever. So this came out. Basically, this had crisp extra pale malt, a lager malt, Simpsons aromatic malt, Simpsons malt imperial, Simpsons golden naked oats. Woohoo, naked. Crystal malt, chocolate malt, and Bramlin Cross pellets. So total grain bill was 8.18 kilos, and for 8 kilos to come out with 3.6, I was a little bit, didn't quite work out in my brain, that one. So, well, it was all right. It still is. It's all right beer. I cocked it up on the hops. I put the Bramlin Cross in at the start of boil, and then I put the half of it. Sorry, then I put the other half in about minutes. How long was it? How long was the boil? Boil was 6.5, 30 minutes. So I put in them at 30. And then I realised that there was no other hops, and I was like, well, bugger, I didn't read so I put a bit of something else in, Target or whatever it was. It came out all right. It was good. It still is a good pint. The Boots beer that I did, I have got that stashed away somewhere. I think I might have a bottle left. I lost a keg. It fell over in the shed, and unfortunately it leaked. I think the pipe got a tiny little crack in it, and I went in there, and you see it's like puddle, and when I picked up, it just sprayed everywhere, and it was, so I had to cut the end off and then put it back into John Guest fitting. But by the time I'd done that, there was probably that much in it, and most of that was sediment, and it wasn't. Well, that was a decent beer. That actually got a better. We're back on. That actually got a better reception than the Pox car, believe it or not, and that was a 20-odd, 30-odd year old bloody kit. But I did I sent a bottle out to somebody. Oh, I can't remember his bloody name now. What's his name? Remind me now. Anyway, he knows it in the Secret Santa. So he's got a bottle of it. I gave a bottle to my friend Matt Lane, who is road. He's got a bottle of it. I gave a bottle to the owner of the Black and Sun Brewery, and he thought it was actually not too bad. And he owns a brewery and brews his own beer, considering what it was. So yeah, it went down quite well and came out better than I thought. Will I do it again? Will I see one for it's a couple of quid or it's free or whatever? Then yeah, hey, I'm going to try anything. Me, it's one of the things. It's a challenge to see if you can get something to be, drinkable or acceptable in any kind of manner. Current brews on right now. I've got the Belgium Pale Ale. That probably looks like it's in bloody Russian. I don't know these cameras, which way it's looking around. But it's a Belgian Pale Ale from the Festival World Beer Kits. And I actually boiled that, get a little boil for 20 minutes, just because I prefer to do that, just because sanitation, it's a lot better when it goes in a little bit hotter. Guaranteed, because kits always have issues when they get a little bit infection or whatever. So I just kind of just give a little bit of a rumble in the boiler. And that came with some hops. It didn't tell me what it was. And that was a 23-litre boil. I actually put about 25 in, slightly over, but I had some spare brewing. So I just tipped that in. It came out bang on what it should have done. So that should be looking at around about, if my memory serves me right, about 3 point, what is it? About 4%, 4.6. Hang on. So it should have 10, so that's the finishing gravity. It should come out around about 4%. No, it's 5.5, isn't it? Oh, I can't freaking remember. Do you know what? I've cut the label off and I ain't got no ABV on it. And I'm looking at the instructions now. So I put it on a heat pad anyway, because that's what it said in the instructions, because I didn't want to go below a certain temperature. I'm sure it's 5.5. It was definitely 5.5 on the thing. And I hit it on the nail. I hit it on the head anyway. So it was definitely 5.5. That's still going. That's see if I can do this. That's just there. Look. So yeah, that's still. I hopped that dry hop that yesterday after 3 days, according to the instructions. I've also got a Wilco kit just sat behind that. It's been going on for about 3 weeks now, which I got from a chap from Northampton, and I boiled that as well. And his name was Tim. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his surname. Very nice chap. He actually came along to our last homebrew meeting, which was quite nice, and he felt quite. We made him as welcome as we possibly could. He was driving, so we couldn't get him drunk. But took a couple of beers home, and nice chap. Future brews. I've got a couple of cider kits laying around. One of them's there. I think it's 8 on this. I might do an experiment beer with a or green or with a kit beer, like a kit, and just mix and batch thing. Shed wise, it's still dump for stuff. 3 zillion million house and techno chance and God knows what else records. And I did get some new decks actually, second hand obviously, but there's one. The other one's just over there. So yeah, still bang a few tunes out in the shed. I am going to try and get a few more videos up because you're missing me, aren't you? Obviously, 95 views of my last thing. So I actually got a video banned from YouTube. I put it on 2015, and it was Uncle Fester. And it actually had my son in it. So what he was, what it says 2000, not that. He was about 12, and they removed it because it went against their guidelines. We've been up there since 2012. I'm thinking, what are you playing at? Why is it taking you so bloody long to delete my video? But hey ho, each to their own. Yeah, who gave me a mention? I know him. I can't remember. The Dick, come on, where are you? I see Tony Howard's back on again, isn't he? I haven't watched his video yet, but I've just looked at that, just come up as I'm rolling through. Let's go to my library. No. It's the one with, I did watch Tony, oh no, I didn't. I started watching it, and I think the missus called me out. Abbey Homebrew. That's it. I kept thinking Cheshire Homebrew. I don't know why, because I just did. But yeah, nice to see Abbey Homebrew chucking up some videos recently. Top man. You can give us a few shout outs, some homebrewers. See what it's about me, you know. And it's not the first person now. I'm what is it, old school now, apparently. Old school. It's not the first person to call me old school, and that was something completely different. So I'm waffling on and waffling on. Popeye. Not Popeye, Hopeye. I bought some bought some Let me just fold my so look at you all sending me all dodgy stuff. I went to Hopper, I think they're in York, and I'm not sure who the guy owns it, and they have, unfortunately, issues where they may no longer be able to trade, and that's the situation. And they have a sale on. So if I was you guys, I'd get up there and online and buy some of their goods, because they obviously, you know, nobody likes to see anybody struggle. I mean, it's all been a testing time for all, but for all of us, everybody, get on there, have a look on their website. I got 10 mixed yeasts from them. £10 for 10 yeasts, and these are West Coast yeast. All right, instructions for chicken. Oh, it's on the back, you dickhead. Belgium double yeast. Another Belgium yeast. The West Coast yeast. A Belgium, another double Belgium. Another West Coast. Another West Coast. Another West Coast. Another Belgium, and another West Coast. So it was only West Coasting and there. Brewing some West Coast IPAs and some Belgians for the next few times. So £10 for all that. Well, I think that was a reasonably good price. A shame that, I mean, I've never bought them before, so then, because I always had so much stock in. I've not been buying, and now all of a sudden, because I got rid of a load of stuff, and now I'm back into it again. And I made a deal with the missus. We don't go to Tesco's buying Tesco beers. We just buy a kit for £20 from the Malt Miller or whatever it is. Who's got the best deal at the time, because postage is a right bugger. I will buy a homebrew kit, preferably not from Wilco's, and brew it, and then not keep going to Tesco, because that's got a freaking fortune, all these craft beers. I mean, come on, we can't afford it. Well, we can, but it's silly money. It's got a new sign for Christmas, by the way. And that's about it. So yeah, I'm back, I'm here, I'm there, I'm talking shit. Hopefully this is recorded and I can upload it to Facebook. Otherwise, I've just wasted my time. So see you later, guys. Hopefully my next video will be a little bit more organized and see how it goes. How do I end this shit? Stop video. All right.